To scale your organization and build your fundraising systems, you need your board. But presently, your board members are disengaged. They are passive. They are not providing you the support you need to be able to scale. How do you get them back in order? And how do you get them to work with you to build out the organization your mission deserves? Well, that's why we have what we call the board reactivation process. The board reactivation process is a board audit process that gets you to audit yourself as the founder or as the leader so that you will understand why your board members were disengaged in the first place. Because many times we usually think it's just the board members being disengaged, but it's sometimes as a result of your leadership approach. So you need to be able to audit yourself to know how your leadership has impacted the board that led the board down the path that it's presently on. The second aspect of the board audit process is board members self-auditing themselves. This is very important because board members will usually tell you why they've been disengaged if you know how to ask. So getting board members to self-audit themselves first in the areas where they want to be able to contribute, also in the areas of your leadership, how your leadership has impacted them, and also making a decision whether they want to recommit and step up or they want to step off the board. This is also very important. So that's why the board members audit is very important. The third step of the board audit is the complete board audit, where you audit the entire board to identify the gaps within the board when compared to what an ideal powerhouse board should look like. What's the skill set missing from your board? Who are the people you need to complement the board? You need to be able to understand this, and this result is going to come in from you providing those information and also your board members providing their information. That's where we can be able to see the gaps so that when you go into board recruitment, you can know exactly who to bring in to complement the board. Of course, after the entire audit process, it doesn't stop there. You need to be able to have a one-on-one conversation with each board member based on their response. This way, you can be able to get those who are willing to step up, and those who are tired and want to step out, you can't be able to help them step off gracefully, or maybe find other areas of the organization that they can contribute to. Because the sum of the entire goal is you need a powerhouse team that can work and build with you. So you don't want to carry any dead weight. You only want people who are willing to commit and put in the work. So this is the process. That one-on-one conversation is where you get them to make a decision on how they want to move forward. And after that process, you need to have what we call the complete board engagement, where you all as a board come together to discuss the present state of the board and how you want to advance. This is where you all make a decision to say we need to go recruit new board members. We all need to step up and we all need to give our 100 to the organization so that the organization can succeed. That's how you reactivate your board. So, how do we help you with this process? We provide you the board audit form and the email templates that you send out to each board member. It's not an email that accuses anyone. It's an email that gets them to understand that at this point of the time, we are looking to improve our board and our organization, and we need your feedback to be able to do so. So we get that email template to you and the board audit form, which you send out to these board members. We also provide you your own audit so that you can audit your leadership. And then once we get those response, we can work with you to interpret the response so that you know what each board member is saying and how they want to move forward. You're also able to see clearly your own leadership and how it's impacting the board. And then together we create what we call the state of the board document that shows the gaps within the board, how to improve the board, and what the board must presently do to move forward. This way you can use that document to invite the entire board in for a complete re-engagement session, you meeting first with each individual board member to discuss through the entire process, to discuss how they want to move forward. We'll prepare you for that one-on-one call and also give you a template to handle that call so that it's not confrontational. And then, of course, lastly, we also prepare you for the entire board engagement where you meet with each of the entire board member to discuss the present state of the board and how the board has to move forward so that you all can make those decisions that are necessary to help the board and the organization scale. The most challenge most founders find with board members is that the board members have not run to the end of their tenure. So it makes it difficult to be able to either send board members off the board or get them to step up. What this process helps you with is to help you handle that entire process so that those who want to step off, you can be able to enact the bylaw process of getting board members off the board, and they agree amicably to this. And then those that are willing to step up, you also get them to step up, and then the board members can all step up together without any confrontation or without anyone forcing them to do so. So if you're looking to execute this process, we provide you the tools, we provide you the support to be able to do so that you can show up as the leader that your board members can follow. You're the leader while we provide you the tools and the support to take the action. So to get started, book our first onboarding call where we go through the entire process together with you, and then we can begin to provide you the emails, the audit form, so that you can start sending out to your board members and also filling yours, and then we can interpret, make sense of the whole process, help you develop the present state of the board document, prepare you for those one-on-one engagement with your board, and then get you to make a very important decision with your board that helps you all move forward as a team to begin creating the results you all came together for in the first place. I look forward to meeting with you. Use the link below, book your first onboarding call. Let's get started transforming your board into a powerhouse. See you.